Derp-a-derp. Alright, sounds working.
Which things are mine to take?
Alright, I'm doing something very, very different. I'm trying a completely new build on Kindred. Got my item sheets together, which I actually spent time on because I just found out that I just read that item sheets are going to be saved on the servers per account coming on the next patch, which I'm very happy about. It's one of those really, really small quality of life things that is just frickin' huge. Like, it's just so much better. Excuse me while I open up another beverage. Yeah. Whatever. Loudest mute in the world. Okay.
I smell their fear.
So I'm trying a completely different build on Kindred. I tried it on bots, and obviously it worked because you can almost build anything on bots and it'll work. Like, I'm probably pretty sure I could somehow find a way to make AP Kindred work on bots, but not very useful, is it? There we go. Very good clear. All right. That was bad. They're also making the jungle camps walk slower, which means they're going to be a lot easier for me to kite. Let's see where the RNG takes us. That Caitlyn mid though. I just realized that. That's kind of weird. So I kept my regular runes and masteries under the theory that because I'm building so much attack speed so quickly, having some raw damage and some armor pen early on is going to be better because then that synergizes with the attack speed that you're already building. So that's kind of the theory right now. So I'm going with that.
Conclusion.
That theory might change later, we'll see. I tried an attack speed page and I just could not stand how it felt early on. Like, just my clear speeds felt like absolute trash. So I kind of nixed that idea early on. So I would guess that... Alright, so let's... I love Kindred because Kindred counters one thing, one really, really good thing very, very well, and that one thing is Flash. Kindred counters Flash. All of those times where you thought you could flash away to safety to get away from a gang, Kindred says, nope, you're still mine. Enjoy the gray screen.
This one has strong legs. How long will we be
No, I'm not gonna get greedy. I'm not gonna get greedy. Kinda want to, but I'm not going to. Alright, so part of this attack speed build is I actually do build Devourer, which is counter to a lot of what I have been doing for a long time, so it definitely feels weird, but I'm gonna be building Devourer first as a jungle item. And I'm gonna be trying to get early dragons, I'm gonna be trying to gank a heck of a lot. And this puts me at the whim, so to speak. So this, it's interesting. Let's just put it that way. There's a lot that's weird about it. There's a lot of consequences to building this way. It doesn't mean it's a bad way to build. It just means that there's consequences. That's just how it is. But it definitely makes it change. It's going to change the way I play Kindred. If I like it, if it works out. I feel like I'm doing damage in team fights. by just like virtue of stupid, ridiculous attack speed, then I'm gonna keep with it. Alright, I'm gonna do this next to Manaless, just using my occasional Q while it's running a long cooldown. Already I feel like I'm doing a lot of damage, and that's just from 3 stacks. Granted, 3 stacks is a lot, but especially this early. I have that person marked. I'm gonna come around for another gank on Kale, even though I don't stand to gain any stacks of anything from it. Sometimes you just gotta take a kill for a kill, even when you can't gain something out of it. That hurt a little bit. I'm gonna deal some health back. There we go. Jungle Riven. That is, it's unique for sure. I'm gonna do this one with mana. I'm gonna start checking all of my health pots. I need that health back, and I need mana now, so I need both. Chug it all. And just use both with reckless abandon. Ooh, hey, this is warded. That's not good. That means Riven was like just here. That's a little scary.
There's so many ways to die.
An enemy has been slain.
Going to mark
I will chase it until it's
Caitlyn.
dead.
On there, it's bot lane. Alright. Alright, I'm gonna take this for myself since it's a Caitlyn mid who doesn't really need it. Caitlyn does use enough mana if you start using all of her abilities, and you probably could use it, but I could use it equal as well, if not better, because I actually use mana to clear, and I really need that.
An enemy has been slain.
Okay, I got this mark going. I'm gonna chug the rest of my pots and head bot lane.
And everywhere Lamb went.
Wolf was sure to follow. Go easily.
No, thrash, blade.
It didn't work out perfectly, but I might be able to come around for a rinse and repeat. Let's just place that there. Okay, yep, that's clear. Oh, take it. Nice, getting early stacks, and that's part of what changes on this build. Getting stacks becomes before it was nice, now it's paramount. Like this build depends on it. Like I'm in a bad place if I'm not getting stacks. So it's like really behooves me to do well early. And if I don't do well early, then I am kind of up a creek. So get Devour. Oh, jeez, hi. Scared the crap out of me. I'm actually terrified of Riven just jumping out of a freaking corner at some point. I'm gonna get myself some boots. Get started with another pink ward.
I smell prey.
So I got that. Now I need to get Dragon, like eminently. I will solo it if I have to, but I'll take help where I can get it. Another consequence, a nice consequence of this build is I actually deal a decent amount of magic damage. Because from combination of Ginsu's Rage Blade and
All things linger.
Devour, which means that it's harder to itemize against me. It's sometimes like you would think it would behoove you to build a lot of armor against me, but in this case it's not quite the case. Good.
An enemy has been slain.
Thank you. This Caitlyn's very nice. Okay, so that
Wolf
pink ward got
chases,
cleared,
but does
which
not
leads me to
willingly
believe.
go.
Yep. That's still there. I'm just gonna leave that there.
for them to flee.
I'll leave it up to our bot lane to decide to defend it. Bot lane is... nicely, so I can't mark Kale because Kale really isn't here anymore. Yeah, our bot lane didn't defend that pink. Thanks, bot lane. Always there for me. Alright, so I'm thinking that this game is going to go well regardless of how well my build is. So this isn't really going to be good for Destiny to do it again and look at it with a skeptical eye despite it working this time.
Their path is destined to cross ours.
An enemy has been slain. An ally has been slain. An enemy has been slain.
Can't wait here too long.
Those who dread us grant us the most power.
Fear makes the chase more fun.
I'm not going to take that. I don't want to counter jungle against a Riven. Okay, I got 12 stacks, 12 minutes. One stack per minute is acceptable. I want to go in on this. It's kind of risky. I haven't seen... Oh, Riven topside. Yeah, let's go in on this.
An enemy has been slain.
Oh, I didn't get my quarry, but I'll take that.
Killing spree.
We are not.
Something really got spongy right now. Excellent. Got a mark anyway. 15 stacks now. Kale came back. I'm gonna mark Kale because Kale's gonna be vulnerable.
It knows.
It's kind of a sleazy thing to do, but I don't care. I've been on the receiving end of that so many times that I just really, really don't care. Okay, good to go. Sure I'm full health.
They know
Keep
we'll
farming.
Yet they are never prepared.
An enemy has been slain.
Beauty fades. That is why it's beautiful.
I'm looking for opportunities to gank that look real, and I don't see a single one. I should buy items soon. I can buy pieces of Bork, which is my second item. Some more daggers, cutlass. I need to get the penny circuit and the scuttle crabs because that's a huge part of stacking Devourer that I've kind of forgotten about because I've kind of stopped stacking Devourer for a while. I expect stuff's going to go down to mid, so I'm going to head there next, which is fine because it's on the way to the next scuttle crab. 21 stacks, 15 minutes. I think that's decent. They decide to hang out. They are scared, and they're not, which means that this tower is free. So I'll help get this tower. In the process, I will get camps on the way out, on the way to Dragon, which we will get. Good, good, good. All good. Alright. Now this red buff there. Yes, it is. Okay, didn't want to use smite. That's good. 7 seconds to dragon. Is that marked again? Oh, I gotta get that before I get dragon. Marks are very good. At this point, I'm going to be sated very soon, so it almost doesn't matter. So I'll be able to get
Only to find us sooner.
sated in one camp after this, which could be Scuttle Crab or really anything else. And I'm sated. Back and buy. Actually, no. I'm gonna do one more camp because I want to have enough money for the entirety of Bork instead of just pieces of Bork, and I think that one more camp will do that for me. Once I have Bork and I've got sated, I just had a gigantic power spike, and I was able to do it because my team was just doing well without me, and that's just fine. I'll take that any day. I might need to sell some. Nah, I can wait for 40 gold. Like, there's nothing really happening on the map right now. I've got 6 stacks, I think. Yeah, 6 stacks. Sated Devour. So this is like an ideal case scenario of how the game goes. I think that with this build, if I get behind, it'll be a little bit more dramatic, a little bit nastier. But I think that I'll scale much better into the late game with this build. I had problems with my other build where we would get in the late game and my whole one-hit wonder thing would both be predictable, avoidable, and ineffective. At the end of the game, even some carries build some defensive items that basically mean that, like, the one-hit wonder just doesn't work the way you expect it to. Place a ward here.
I wonder how they
I'm interested in knowing what goes on in that bush specifically. Alright, so I've got some serious damage going on. Let's start adding to that. So I still got Kale marked. Kale's been playing safe though. Except for right now. That was easy to tease out.
None are.
Yeah, I couldn't really tell with that game whether or not my build was being effective or if my team was being effective. We'll have to test next game.